EA Sports. It's in the game.
Welcome to the show, folks. This is Nemesis Rising TV. Tonight we're playing Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour. Hopefully I can get a better score than I did the other day. I think the other day it was the top score for that course for me in negative. I'll say it was a negative 18 under. So we're gonna get into it. Course select. We did was possibility turn it down to low, because that's what they say to set it at if you start getting lag. Make sure you turn your streaming off for your OneDrive. We played Treasure Island. That was pretty fun. I'm thinking about Scottsdale again. Honestly, did not have that great a shootout at that. There's a lot of water hazards at that one, though. Chambers Bay, Whistling Straits. TPC Sawgrass. Course settings, select mode. Stroke play. Turn to speed. Saturday. Today is Saturday, right? Yeah. Double check that. Yep, Saturday. Had to double check. I just scratched my head for a second. Did not know. CPU. Let's mix this. Take camera. Speed. Under extension. Let's lock them. Click over. Okay, CPU, and me. Set up my settings for Saturday. Click OK. Make sure we got it set right. They say arcade, but I don't think it's arcade, honestly. Classic. Tour. Arcade. I've been using arcade, which is more or less like a simulation. I don't know. Maybe I like that play better. I don't know. I used to use the 3-click system. Seemed to work better for me. Just gonna start the round. Get into it.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. We are here at TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Rich Lerner, pleased as always to be alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action. Frank, what are the keys to success around the stadium course?
Staying dry is one thing, Rich. Water is everywhere. It's tempting, it's punishing. And also remember, ever since this golf course was established back in 1980, we've seen every type of player win this, from the straight to the long. But the only common denominator out of all the champions that have graced this great golf course is nerve and the ability to finish.
First hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 423-yard par 4. Nice way for players to get started, Frank. Not too demanding, but still, it requires that you put the golf ball off the tee in the right place.
That's correct, Rich. There is a little bit of water down the right, but that's only really for the grandmothers in the field. Anybody else, drive it down the left, 3-wood, even a 2-on if you're a longer hitter, and then a good chance to start with an opening birdie.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Spieth came out of the University of Texas, led the Longhorns to the NCAA title his freshman year.
Yeah, one of the advantages of talent at an early age, it puts you ahead of the learning curve. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, what's the best way to get at this first hole?
Ideally, you want to go with a short iron. Makes it easier to keep the ball on the right level.
It's my first time playing this course, so I do a little odd. It's only because it's my first time on this one. Got a negative score the other day, really low score on, I want to say it's Bay Hill, of a negative 18 under. Might have been a 19 under, but I'm not sure. Scroll it. This is what I got to do because they're making us scroll on. Actually use low settings, which you can tell makes the internet just take an absolute dump. See, it's not my fault. The computer's fine. The Xbox just isn't making a big enough handshake to the PC. As you can see down here, it just flops at 12 megs. Needs to be at least twice to 3 times that. So what I need to do is see where the ball's gonna lie. You're a woman, say take the shot. When she says that, you know you're close. So you just scroll back around. God, this is fucking terrible. They fixed this shit already. God, man. Okay, she says take the shot right there. So that means move over to the left ever so slightly and correct your shot. Should have rolled in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Sizable putt from 16 feet.
Do that.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. And he's putting for birdie now. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. And so just getting started, even par so far. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball.
Looked like a
This
figure
shot,
eight.
he
I
is
screwed
the
up on
fairway,
that
over
shot.
300 yards.
I screwed up on that one.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
I'm gonna make some coffee. Friend wakes me up, says, "Hey man, what you doing?" Just laying here, just waking up from a nap. And now I'm up
This is
again.
not heading in the right
And just like that, I'm making
Well, it looks like
coffee.
it's going to be in the rough.
I'll be muted for a moment.
Cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
He's a little over ambitious.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway.
All right, the coffee's making itself right now. Espresso at 2 in the morning, yeah. Yep. Alright, there's a chance at that shot right there. I don't know if let's see. The 4-iron? 5 wood. No, we don't want to use a wood. We use the iron. Try and roll it in there. Alright, back and forth sweep with a right angle. Right there. Okay, go for it. Come on, baby.
Appears to be tracking well. Just a phenomenal approach shot, and now a great chance for an eagle.
I was going to say fuck sakes. It's hella funny. So fuck
So this
sakes.
is the third shot to the par 5.
At least it looked like he did.
This is a good-looking shot. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom. These putts keep the round together.
It curved way too much. The shot was straight, but curved still too much to the right. Should have adjusted a lot more.
Now a 7-footer. -1 in the early going. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Makes the putt and moving in the right direction. 2 under par. So they'll tap in. Now at -2 for the day. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Good-looking shot right here. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot.
You don't know how bad I want the eagle. I want the eagle so bad. Gotta keep after it. Watch the gameplay footage on the channel before they take it down. We only have 14 days of buffer memory or server memory. So every 14 days they erase everything. So I had to save the video onto YouTube. So it's on my YouTube channel
Really good.
under the channel name Nemesis Space Rising Space TV. So if you can't find it here, you can find it there forever. It'll be there forever on YouTube. But I shot a negative 18 under, I think it was, or I think it was 18 under at Bay Hill the other day. So somebody, like the max score there was, I think they said on the announcer said was 23 under. So I was close to that record.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Which was pretty fun. It was one of my best gameplays, I think, for golf. And I didn't have a single viewer. It was really sad.
That's a cool guy.
Just the moderator, which is a robot, but still, you gotta love them robots.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
1 under for the round. This for par. One under early in the round. So just a formality here. Henrik now eyeing a par. Frank, the bunker on the right, I wouldn't call that a pot bunker. That is some kind of a hazard, isn't it?
Yeah, meanders all the way down the right side, but really it's the lesser of two evils. I'd rather be in that bunker on the right than the hill on the left. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Driving the distance, but I didn't watch for the wind drift. Should have adjusted for wind. I think it blew it back and down. So should have aimed over and to the right. It's a good hit. Should be right in the rough though.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It's pretty narrow.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
And this attempt will be from about 130 yards. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Straight in. It's got a hill back. It rolls backwards.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
Might want to try club adjustment on that
Jordan
one.
Spieth now on the approach shot.
He should adjust his club a little bit.
Some good spot, though.
He's facing 100 yards here.
Good shot. Good backspin. Yeah, that was in a perfect spot. What a bonus.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Wanted to make sort of like a small figure 8 around the hole, or a circle. Small circle. Then you'll hear a woman say, take the shot. She says that adjust a little bit more. Listen for it again. Then she says it right here. Right there. Yeah, she said it right there.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you.
Too much
Obviously, the
backspin.
scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Oh, another one goes in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Standing over his birdie putt. Makes the putt for a birdie. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, little left to right.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Headed for the bunker? In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. I'll tell you what, Phil the Thrill, Phil Mickelson could not have done it any better. What a bunker shot. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Well, that's the best that was going to be on the fringe.
Not too bad. This has been a great performance so far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever worry about complacency?
Yeah, sometimes it just looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough, but some things, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now.
All right, Frank, just on the fringe, he might be thinking about making this.
He's a better chipper than you, Rich.
Getting set now over the putt. Could it be? Perfect roll right there.
Anything other than a rookie. Great stroke.
Ricky can pick up a shot right here.
This guy's getting good shots. They weren't doing so good at Bay Hill the other day. It's like the AI kicked up. Up and to the left, I want to say.
10-foot putt left.
Mine's downhill. That's a lot.
And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt.
Downhill. Slightly shorter shot. Just take out some of the distance. Just a little bit.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
It's a good shot.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Adjusted club. He's going for distance now. A little bit short. Off to the right. First
Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing at your
That's the palm trees he was talking about.
Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
This one measures out at 135 yards. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his movement.
Those damn palm trees.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Brutal shot.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Oh, man.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. "18 feet from the bottom of the cup."
He's making them.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Generally plays into the wind. One of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pot bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start. Normally you'd say it's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank.
Goff was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Well, he's taking the right side out of play, Rich. It looks a little left.
Coming out of the rough, not able to control it the way he wants. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of the screen, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
And this attempt will be from about 130 yards. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just misses. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Ricky Fowler trying to roll this one in. Nice par to remain 3 under. This is for his birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So just a formality here. Big Swede now with this for par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par threes. Justifiably so. but number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is longest of the 4 par 3s. Plus, it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. This is a good-looking shot. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Getting set now over the putt. Frank, that looked good to me.
Fuck's sakes, rolled it right
Came
over
to
it.
the putt, excited to make birdie. Now,
Rolled it
settle for par.
right over it.
A
Oh
little
my
change in the
god.
attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Well, that's a tough break with that miss right there. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Fucking doucher. How'd you fucking miss, Rob? Had the read just right. Not too hard. Oh my
Well,
god,
Frank, he'll
it's
drop at
still
least one shot
uphill.
here. That was not his best
Fucking
effort.
bogey.
No, poor is the easiest way to put that. He
It's
knows
not-
it.
See what Ricky Fowler does with this putt.
Yeah,
Knocks
his
that putt
rolled
in for
fast
par
enough
to
to...
stay at 3 under.
I don't know, man. I didn't buy that shot when it rolled over. I think they fucking stole that shot from me. was not that fast. It was uphill too, or downhill. It must have been downhill.
Has his par.
I don't know, that far downhill. Come on, man. Unbelievable. This one was uphill.
3 under on the day.
Sure,
Clean this up with a tap.
just a slight adjustment to the right.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Good contact, good result. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there.
Second shot.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Third shot for Jordan Spieth. Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
Now, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left they become havoc.
Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Boy, it looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Locked in on the read and the speed. How about that? 4 under par. Just a couple of feet. Soaring high and diving in the cup. That's an eagle. Did the job right there. Setting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass and the stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker through the trees and still finding the putting surface. But speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10. A little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Shaky? Maybe put both hands on it?
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Well, he's taking the right side out of play, Rich. It looks a little left.
Coming out of the rough, not able to control it the way he wants. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie. So young and so accomplished already. Jordan Spieth ready with his approach. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. All right, Frank, now the approach here at number 10. What's the right way to play it?
Just avoid that bunker on the right and don't go too long and left. Over the back left is not an easy up and down.
He'll need to be strong with this. really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. This is a 9-footer. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. He has this for par. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. And from the fairway for his second shot here.
That's an absolute beauty.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Going with the lob wedge here. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
This is a good-looking shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Frank, this game, you know full well, is not just about the good, hard strike. Sometimes you have to control your golf ball, and he doesn't quite seem to be able to do that yet.
Yeah, distance control is a skill. No two ways about it. Know how far you hit each club.
All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left. It's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Fowler has this for birdie. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Shake the ball. Shanked it. Fuck.
But now a chance for a birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a little tap in here. Frank, this is where you want to step away from the controller for just a second.
Yeah, good. Mr. Good just met Mr. Bad.
Here now, the 12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
I meant to do that.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, it may be obvious you'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Second shot now for Ricky Fowler. Frank, drive down the right side.
Yeah, and it certainly opens up. Now you've got a full view of the flag, and this is birdie time.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit.
If you're going to hit it down.
It's right on the hole.
Keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Ricky can pick up a shot right here. So makes the putt, and now at -6. He has this for a birdie.
They're catching up.
Mark a birdie on the card.
Can't believe I missed that eagle. Twice now I've been robbed. I think the game...
With a tap.
Right there.
Did the job right there. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
Lakeside. It's brutal. Look at that
Normally
lake.
you'd say it's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, 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 rough.
Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Birdie try up next. Good chance at one. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank, he might like this one. He might like perfect roll right there.
Anything other than a rookie. Great stroke.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Jordan Spieth for par. That is a solid par putt. Good chance here. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto,
That was a good shot.
for holy cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Rich, there's nothing worse than this. This might look all right, but in the mulch, this is a disastrous situation.
So this is not mulch ado about nothing?
Ah, I get it.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end, all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important. What a great shot.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Here's the second shot from 180. like the looks of this one. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
In the greenside bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. It's Spieth now for par.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
These putts keep the round together. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. We're just playing a nice round of golf. Has that one for par, and now at 5 under par. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole. I'm loving that balance.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Good contact, good result. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich. There's mounding. There's that little gut out of the right side of the screen. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That will be a great look at birdie. We are about 170 yards from the hole.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Flag stick 150 yards away.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Just misses. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. How about 7 under par now? And getting ready for the putt. Just a couple of feet. Count that. That's a birdie. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Good round going at 6 under. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Oh, it's fine.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway. Over
Still a chance to get a low score than I've had ever. I don't think I've ever played this course on this game. I don't think. So let's see if I can score something good.
Frank, there's fairway, there's rough, and then there's mulch.
Yeah, the worst thing about the mulch is all these little chips around the ball, and that's so the ball doesn't sit up. And once again, this shot might look easy, but if you just miss it a bit, it so exaggerates the outcome.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
We've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. This is a good-looking shot. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Now his third, staring right at the green.
Yeah, I can't flub this ball. If I screw this up, I'm screwed.
So this is the third shot to the par 5.
Really, this is that awkward length.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
But now a chance for a birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Getting set now over the putt. Filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Now 8 under on the day. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Really has it going at 5 under. Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here. Should be safely on deck.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Right on 145 yards left to the flagstick. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Yeah, about 145 yards left here.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Never a doubt, looking to make a statement today. For birdie. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Just a little tap in here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here, that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Well, Frank, you want to finish it off in style. The approach here to the final hole.
You take anything that lands in the middle of this green. Mind you, Hal Sutton, be the right club. Hard to forget that. Even Adam Scott, remember his first big championship win all those years ago. 3 on from the middle of the fairway, wet. Still managed to make 5, which was enough to win. But such a daunting second shot.
Let's see what Ricky Fowler can come up with here on the approach. This one has a chance to be close. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, just seemed to baby it.
135 yards of golf to be played here on this hole. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Settles in over the putt. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Continues to putt beautifully. 8-foot putt here. Now to 7 under par. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. How about 5 under par for the day? Frank, that was just a
final score negative 17 or 17 under par.
Game at times it can be so hard.
The other day I shot an 18 under at Bay Hill. The gauntlet has been thrown, ladies and gentlemen. That's arcade mode.
I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.
Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour. So I'm going to have to start the career, obviously, to get really into it. And, yeah, do the challenges and stuff. That is so fun to play. I just keep getting really good scores. The problem was, I can't remember what numbers they were, but when I didn't make eagle those 2 times, it could have been a negative. Probably would have been like close to 20. I would say at least 20 under. If I would have made both those equals, maybe even a little bit more, that would have been a record breaker. I guarantee I would have gotten an achievement again. And yeah, I can dissect this game and have a lot of fun with it. So hopefully you folks enjoyed that footage. I'm going to pop it onto my YouTube channel as well, because I think they would appreciate it there. My faithful followers. I have not been giving them as much love as I should. I know I've been busy with Twitch and doing other cross promotions. The book sales are, by the way, my books are free for the next 3 days at Amazon Kindle. Look me up under the writer name George R. Martin III. You can find about 10 of my books there for free, if not more. A lot of them are my lottery systems that seem to be picking up a huge following all over the world. There's been no refund requests, so under my impression that means that we're making good sales, and it was a logical system, and the systems that I created were logical. That's why I put them both into my books, Lottery Loot and Luck for Life. Luck for Life being Lottery Methodology 1, and Lottery Loot being Lottery Methodology 2, which includes about 10 to 12 more systems than the original Luck for Life had. As far as it goes, they started working really well for people across the world. They're picking up in sales, and people are writing good reviews about them. So if anything, write me a review. If you go out and win the jackpot tomorrow, write me a review. I'd love to hear from you. I'm not guaranteeing any wins at all, but again, one of my readers of the Fat Cat Lotto Method was able to secure a jackpot win her first time playing. So read about that on the back of the book covers. She wanted to remain anonymous as far as it goes. She was an eBay reader and an eBay purchaser. As far as it goes, that system won an estimated prize between $328 million and $596 million, making it the #1 winningest system ever, whether it be software or books or anything ever written, anything in print. Nobody's ever won that much money before. And I can only say it's an estimate because both prizes were won that week. And she informed me that it was a large prize. You don't go for lawyers and get a gag order if it's not a larger prize. Like say it was a five numbered win, that's $1 million. You don't get lawyers and a gag order for that. You get a gag order and lawyers for $328 million or $596 million. So the estimated prize was $590 to $596 million, somewhere in that ballpark. And the minimum it was $328 million because both prizes were won the same week. And when she came forward to me, it was right after they were won, and I knew because I keep track of my sales and I keep track of when the lottery jackpots are won, especially when they're that much money. And when she told me, I was shocked. I was totally in shock. And I said, "Which book was it?" As soon as she told me it was the Fat Cat, I said, I knew that system would work for people. They just got to read it, believe it, follow its steps, see what it does for you. One of my other readers that I was one of the clerks at the store, I brought a copy to them so they could check it out and try it out. He was able to secure a, I think he said it was a 4 out of 5 on the Powerball when it was up to $1.5 billion. So he won over $800 his first time playing it. So yeah, as far as it goes, and the system teaches you to stick with the system, follow it to the letter, do not fail it. That book is available for Kindle Unlimited for free right now. And the other books are free on Kindle for free for the next 3 to 4 days. And they're picking up in sales. I'm going to check that right now if it doesn't disturb the screen, just to get an idea of where I'm sitting right now. I like to check my overall report. It swooped down. Sales are down because it's the weekend, and the weekend started just today. So let's just get this over here. Bring this back up here. Okay, so 78 units have moved so far, and that's all free units. So as far as it goes, 78 units have moved in the last 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days. There's 1.5 days left of the sale, and I need way more sales than that, folks. So if you catch this video late, go to Amazon and look for the writer named George R. Martin III. Look for my books there. And give you an idea of what some of them are, for example, so that you can see where you go. Copy, and then it would be, yeah, a few of the books that are on there that you would really enjoy. I think you would enjoy would be the past 25 quick draw method, which teaches you how to use the last 25 draw results to take advantage of a numbering system that I've created that gets you closer to winning something, if anything. Get that system for free. Ye Are Gods is one of my other books that I wrote, which is basically, everybody said it was fictional, but it's not fictional. It's based on true events that happened in my life that can't be explained. There's another book in there called The Day Luck Died. So what was my synopsis of what would happen if Luck the Archangel came to Earth, lived, and then died mysteriously without anybody knowing that he existed? Would Luck end for the world? And so I realized that he fell from Jupiter and that he's somewhere on our planet. Read that, Adoniel, the Archangel of Luck. Most of my signals and insignia come from the Archangel Adoniel and Bariel. That's why I use that symbol in my business logos, because I believe in luck, and that's why I write books about lucky items, lucky lottery items. I sell lucky items all over Shapeways. They work really well for me. I haven't gotten very many sales yet because people, they saw me come onto into the market like a whirlwind, and they got scared. They were like, "Holy shit, who's this guy? Who's this guy shoving up to the food trough?" So yeah, there it is. I literally started taking steps to make sure that my family are provided for long into the future, and the future looks bright so long as you believe that God owns the planet and you don't. Once you guys learn that you don't own the planet, God will step back into your lives and he will correct you and make the error corrections that are necessary to get you your new bodies. Until then, you guys have a long way to go for enlightenment. This has been Nemesis Rising TV, and I'm Audi 5000. Peace.